Already I'm having fun. I put my hand over hers and held it. Her smile told me she liked what I'd done. I ordered a decorated concoction called a manta sting, which was served in a bowl for two, with straws. It was a heady drink, made with rum, sherry and pineapple, and tasted like a rose. Mrs. Travis had to lean forward to sip from her straw, and the blue organza blankingly fell away a second time. For a small woman, her bosom was impressive. I cautioned her about sipping too fast. A manta sting is no drink to fool with, despite its smooth taste. We dined on soft-shell crabs when the manta sting was gone. By this time, Mrs. Travis was flushed and her knees were beginning to play games under the table. Not exactly impervious to the rum and sherry myself, I joined in the fun. The tables at the sea chest are intimate little arrangements. By putting a hand below the tablecloth, I found I could run my fingers up under her skirt and along her nylon thigh as far as her garter clasp. It added to her excitement. I decided on an orange pudding liberally sprinkled with almonds and wine for dessert. By the time my companion was done with it and the coffee royale, she was glowing. She hoped the evening would go on like this, so she could keep floating around on the nice pink cloud. When we left the sea chest, I walked her through the moonlight to look at the fish pond and its submarine lighting effects. I kept my arm about her waist until the cool night air dissipated some of the fumes muddling her head. Then I took her to the Fleetwood. She turned to me as I got in, expecting a kiss. I kissed her slowly, with pleasure. It had been a long time since I'd kissed a woman or a girl, either, for that matter. 3 months, to be exact. When I learned I was getting none of the 80 to 100 million my father wanted to leave me, the bottom dropped out of my world. And that included a few debutantes and married socialites with whom I carried on affairs of varying intimacy. Her mouth was warm and wet, her tongue flavored with coffee royale and manta sting. When I bit it gently, she moaned and rubbed her full bodice against me. Sliding my palm under her organza dress, I moved it up past the garter clasp onto soft, smooth thigh flesh. I gripped her hard, then began stroking her skin. David, she gasped, head back and eyes closed. She was actually trembling. It's been so long, so long. Oh, I haven't felt this way in years. In years. Every part of me is alive. I just can't get over the fact that I only met you a couple of hours ago. I took away my hand and let her go back to normal breathing. The play was up to her, actually. She had paid out good money for an evening of togetherness, and it was her right to call the shots. Right now, I was hoping she wanted the same thing I did. Frankly, it had been a while since I felt so alive, myself. She was sitting with her head on the seat back, eyes closed, her right mouth a little open. Her hands rested on her thighs, balled into tiny fists. Every so often they would jerk spasmodically. You wanted to go dancing, I reminded her. I know, she whispered. I still do. Just give me a few minutes to pull myself together. Please? Her eyes opened to study me. How many women have you played escort to, David? I shook my head. To none, for money. My brutality made her wince. She sighed and looked down at her face, slowly opening her fingers and working them together. Miami Beach could be a gold mine for you.